Hello, I'm Sean Fleck. I'm about to discuss my Blackout adventures for the class. Um, I did do my Blackout on 2/14/2015. Started at 3 p.m. on Saturday, and I went all the way to the next following Sunday, 2/15/2015, to about 10 p.m. I noticed there was a lot of difficulty in actually accomplishing this assignment, and I noticed myself many times straying from the actual assignment. But for the most part, I did a decent job. Pretty much throughout, starting from 3 p.m. On 2015 2/14, I was at work from 3 to 10 p.m. For the most part, just the beginning of the work, I did a lot of just checking people out through the lanes, just like normal at my job, making sure people got what they needed at the store, just making sure they were taken care of altogether. I did, however, around 6:30 or 7ish, check my phone, and I looked and saw there was a text message. And then about 7:30 on my break, I texted back, and then I returned about 7:50 afterwards to working. And I stayed pretty consistent working for a while. I did check my phone later on, about 9:30ish, right before I got off, and then I text back about 10 p.m. So it was a little tricky to keep the mindset of just focused on not communicating with people. But during the work time, I did, however, have to use our phones for the work to contact other workers to make sure that other jobs did get done. But altogether, that day wasn't too bad. I texted a few times, but I found it very hard to not communicate. But other than that, that was the only person I did communicate with. Is just one individual. I did go back home later that night after work, and I did get on Netflix, and I watched the Bible series for about almost an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then I used my phone again to read the Bible, because I use a Bible app on my phone. And then I did proceed to going to bed. And then I woke up. I then went to church. I didn't really use my phone too much. I tried to not look at my phone. I try to keep busy in the morning, eat breakfast, get dressed. Went to church, attended church for about an hour, got out about 10 p.m., and went back home. I did notice, however, though, about right before I left, I did pick up my phone and look at it. I'm pretty sure I did. But I'm not too confident in that, if I did or not. But while I did drive, I'm pretty sure I left my radio on without even noticing it, so that was kind of unusual. I'm surprised I didn't notice that my music was on. I was just so used to it, and I was singing along with it, so that was kind of crazy to realize after the assignment was done that I had my radio on. But getting back to it, I started at work about 2 p.m. I kept working. I make sure to keep away from my phone for the pretty good majority of the time while working. I didn't check it until about on my break, about 4:30. And then I did return off my break at 4:50 p.m. And then I didn't have another break till about 7 p.m. But I made sure to stay away from my phone. And it was a little hard, but I just kept busy, so it made it easier. And then I did check my phone 7 p.m. I believe I did text back, and I checked iFunny, which was an app. Kept myself entertained while being on a break. And about 7:20, I went back to work, and I didn't look at my phone till I got off work 10 p.m. I didn't want to get in trouble with my managers or anything like that. Then I did go back home afterwards, but 10 p.m. was the ending point for the blackout. It was very hard for me to not check my phone. I'm just so used to it, and it's just like daily life. Surprisingly enough, the one person I was expecting to get a hold of me that I didn't get that didn't even call me was my mother. She usually checks up on me every once in a while, and surprisingly enough, no call, no nothing during that whole time.